Hi, and welcome to the second video today of the Target Individual program, the Target Individual Experience. So I forgot to put this on the previous video. So after me and Pam, got through our little argument, I left, and I took the bus, and they had already had, skits and street theater already set up. So it's to let me know that they have orchestrated a lot of this stuff, right? And people tend not to want to believe us targets when we say that they have they have the technology to manipulate people's mind. Okay, speaking, including myself. Okay, I'm not one of those TIs who say that no one can control my mind or anything like that because I know better. All right. The thing is, now that I'm aware of it and I've been aware of it, now I try not to do certain things that they may try to subliminally coerce me to do, right? Or to nudge me to do. Okay. And so, being aware is the key, and understanding the technology is the key. So like I said, so when I left Pam's house today, went to the bus, I wait for the bus, they already had their street there to set up with their little hand signals and stuff like that, right? Now, since I'm not at Pam's house, I don't have the software to, not, I have the software, but I don't have a mic in order for me to explain and show. Actually, I do, and I need to probably just hook it up on this computer. But I'm going to attempt to do this. I'm going to attempt to do another video today, which I'm going to show you how they target me, right? So also took the bus. All right, I had to take two buses, to get home. So I'm walking home. All of a sudden, I get to my block, and a police SUV drives by slowly, again, synchronization, with only their white light on. Okay. And then there was a Jewish woman walking across the street with her child. Okay. And she starts coughing immediately as she got next to me, as she walked past me. Then the police car, the SUV, turned off its light. So there's no more white light. So it turns off its light. Okay. And now I just called Pam just to check on the kids, see how they're doing. And immediately after I got off the phone with her, they started with the sirens. Now, since I got in the house, I have not heard any sirens. But immediately after I called her, they started with the sirens again. And again, this is something that has been going on for years and years and years. And again, the outcome is always the same, where I would leave, because of the targeting situation and stuff like that. And, like how, again, like because of yesterday, when I went to pick her up, like all of a sudden she calls me to pick her up now, right? I guess she's not getting a ride home from whoever that she used to get a ride home from before. So now she calls me to pick her up from outside clinic, right? And like I said, on my way over there, pick up heavy police presence. When I got there, okay, to pick up, a NYPD ticket agent officer turned right behind me now. So I know this is orchestrated. He turned right behind me, okay? Now I said to him, hey, I'm waiting for somebody to come and ride out, right? He's like, oh, you can't double park it. I've picked up Pam from there many times, right? I've had police car pass back and forth. I've had ticket agent cars pass back and forth. But because, again, they're targeting me in such an aggressive manner, he comes and he's like, you got to move. You don't hear me. And I said, listen, man, I'm waiting for somebody to come and ride out. And, like you want to write me a ticket again, like that video that I showed you guys before with that dumbass ticket agent. I'm on a residential block letting my son out, and he's being an asshole because he's been told to do this to me. Writes me a ticket, right, for double parking. Now I'm sitting in the car, I'm letting my son out. I just pulled up, and you can see in the video there was a taxi in front of me. He didn't even go to the taxi and tell the taxi to move. Okay, and again, this is a residential block, and if I'm sitting in the car, I can double park. Okay, to let a passenger out, to let somebody out. All right, and I was explaining to him, I said, I'm letting my son out because he's not feeling well, so I'm letting him, and he didn't want to hear that, again, because when they becoming this aggressive, this is what they're doing. Okay, so yeah, So again, they're targeting me as such, and again, using Pam because like I said, she started doing those hand signals again, the palm fixation drill, and then she's looking at my clothes, like or at my shoes, instead of looking at me directly, and then she's looking at my children too, you know. So I said to her yesterday, I said to her before I left yesterday to take the kids home with me, I said, listen, if anybody come to you or tell you anything or threaten our kids or anything like that, she's like, nobody's saying it. No, nobody came to me and nobody's. So I said to her, listen, I know they have their ways of keeping people silent. Okay. For instance, the program that they use, COINTELPRO here in East Germany, the Stasi, it was just a Zoom. This is the American version of that, coupled with directed energy weapons, mind control weapons, to control people, right? To try to manipulate them, as well as illegal microchipping of people, right? For the purpose of remote neural monitoring. So I've been talking about this stuff for decades and decades and decades. And, the thing is that when people start listening to my videos or watching my videos, the more people watch my videos, is the more they attack me, right? The more they come out and they're like trying to say, well, okay, wait, he's crazy, he's this and that, he's that and that. But again, if you go to the CIA website, and it tells you right there. Okay, you can find information about directed energy weapons. Okay, unclassified through the Pfizer Act, right? So people don't want to believe this stuff, but all you got to do is look. Just do the research and look. But I just wanted to do this because, again, they've been very aggressive. Like I said, I just called Pam to speak to the kids. And immediately as I hang up the phone with her, they started with the sirens. So now they've always been actively monitoring my communications, but now they're doing the aggressive, by letting me know, right? So every time I call her, I guess I'm going to hear sirens afterwards, And I talk about how they try to break up, families and shit like that. And this is one way they do this. So when people, especially black people, when people are, particularly with black men, when you hear about so many black men suffer from mental illness, it's because of programs like this, okay? To destroy black mentality, particularly those of us who have a strong belief in our blackness and who, what's the word I'm looking for? Who love ourselves as black people, okay? Who want to see black people progress and be better and have economic independence, and to not be self-centered, right? And to always speak the truth when it comes to what's being done to us, right? They don't like that. You look at these activists, these young activists from Ferguson, Missouri, how they've all died. And I keep saying, where is our collective outrage? Where is the black community collective outrage, right? When our young political activists are being gunned down, are being killed, right? And we just go about our daily business, because that is how they have us programmed. That is how they have us conditioned. We have to understand that. Okay, so I'm not just speaking as a targeted individual, but I'm speaking as a black man living in America in this white supremacist society who will do anything to stop the progressiveness of black people. Okay, as if we're some sort of threat. You know what I'm saying? Which is the funny thing, is because we're not the threat, they're the threat. Okay, all throughout our history, whenever we went to war, we conquered groups of people, or other kingdoms, we didn't go and destroy everything that they've ever built. Okay, we treated them with kindness, and we just integrated them into our way, into our kingdoms, right? So we never took away their belief system, anything like that. We just, and this is how we define war in those eras, right? We didn't define war as killing everybody, killing man, woman, and child, enslaving them, and doing all that stuff. No. But these people, these white supremacists, this white supremacist society, okay? And you think that this technology is only going to be used for us target individuals? I see it being used on all of us black people all the damn time. Okay, because we don't have a collective outrage when injustices are being done to those that look like us. And because we feel it is not happening to us, then, we somehow are removed, right, from that reality. When the fact is, we are not removed. Each and every one of us, we are not removed. Whether you're black, white, Asian, what have you, we are not removed. Because remember, once they got you to become silent, what they're doing to us black people, right? And when they start doing it to you, guess what? You have nothing to say because you remain silent while they were doing it to other groups of people. And you remain silent. So eventually, when it comes to you, it comes to your door, okay? You're not gonna have any other body to run to. Okay? Because you stood silently, you knew what was happening, and you didn't say anything. Okay? And now I'm speaking for target individuals, no matter what ethnicity you are. Keep speaking your truth. Keep fighting against this system. And again, this is a white supremacist system. These people within the government agencies are white supremacists, and they always look for ways to control people, whether you're black, or you're white, what have you. If you are against the status quo, if you are against this white supremacist society and system, they're going to attack you. Okay? They will attack you. Right? But you cannot give up hope, and you cannot give up the fight. You got to keep fighting. You got to keep pushing through. All right.